Stoic Poetry. How spoken word can help us embrace Stoic principles. What if I told you that poetry, particularly spoken word poetry, has the potential to be a vehicle for personal transformation? More specifically, what if spoken word could become a tool for embracing the core principles of Stoicism? In a world where emotions often dominate our decisions and where external circumstances seem to govern our happiness, spoken word provides an outlet for reflecting on inner strength and resilience, values that lie at the heart of Stoic philosophy. The marriage between Stoicism and spoken word poetry might seem unconventional at first. On the one hand, you have a philosophical school from ancient Greece and Rome, designed to teach discipline, rationality, and self-control. On the other hand, spoken word is raw, emotional, and expressive, a modern-day form of artistic rebellion. But it is precisely within this contrast that the two forms find harmony. Spoken word gives Stoic principles a vibrant voice, allowing us to articulate the timeless wisdom of Stoicism in a way that resonates with modern listeners. In this video, we'll explore how spoken word can help us internalize Stoic values, overcome challenges, and develop a deeper sense of equanimity, both in our personal lives and as members of a broader community. 1. The power of expression in Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, at its core, teaches that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond to them. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This tenet is where spoken word poetry becomes a powerful medium for Stoic reflection. Spoken word, like Stoicism, emphasizes the importance of internal strength and perception. Through the art of vocal expression, a poet reflects deeply on their experiences, emotions, and struggles. The act of transforming those experiences into words is cathartic. It is an exercise in taking ownership over one's emotional state. A spoken word poet who channels Stoic values might begin by examining the natural tension between the desire to control outcomes and the Stoic acceptance of fate. The poet stands on stage, vulnerable, but strong, using their voice as an instrument to confront life's unpredictability. Each line of poetry becomes an opportunity to reflect on how we manage our emotions, how we cultivate inner calm amidst chaos, and how we accept the impermanence of life. Through this poetic process, Stoic philosophy is not just read in dusty old books, it is lived, felt, and shared in a way that resonates emotionally.
2. Spoken word as a tool for acceptance. One of the key practices in Stoicism is the acceptance of what is. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, reminds us that we must welcome with affection whatever happens, understanding that the universe operates in ways beyond our control. Spoken word provides an outlet for this kind of acceptance in a deeply personal and emotional way. When a poet performs, they often tackle life's greatest struggles, pain, loss, and justice. The audience watches as the poet breathes life into words, letting their emotions flow freely and openly. However, there is a subtle yet powerful Stoic principle at play in this process. Through the act of articulating suffering, the poet isn't resisting their reality, but rather embracing it. They're saying, "This is my experience, and it is valid. But it does not define me. I accept it as part of the human condition." In this way, spoken word becomes an act of surrender, not to defeat, but to reality itself. Just as a Stoic would practice amor fati, with a love of fate, a spoken word poet learns to embrace whatever life throws at them, knowing that their response, not the event, is what truly matters. The performance becomes a kind of emotional release, a way to let go of the things we cannot control and to focus on the things we can. 3. The Stoic poet is a modern-day sage. In Stoic philosophy, the sage is the ideal wise person, one who has mastered self-control, who is indifferent to external circumstances, and who lives in harmony with nature. While achieving the state of a Stoic sage may seem impossible, the process of writing and performing spoken word can help us get closer to this ideal. Imagine a spoken word poet who grapples with feelings of inadequacy. Through their art, they come to realize that those feelings are rooted not in their worth, but in their attachment to external validation. The poem becomes a vehicle for reflection. As the words flow, the poet gains clarity, I am not defined by what others think of me. I am enough as I am. This realization is Stoic at its core. It mirrors Epictetus's teaching that our worth does not depend on external factors, whether wealth, success, or reputation. Instead, our true power lies in how we perceive ourselves and how we choose to act. Through spoken word, the poet internalizes this lesson in a way that is both intellectually and emotionally transformative. The stage, in essence, becomes a platform for practicing Stoic self-reflection. Moreover, the spoken word poet becomes a modern-day sage, imparting wisdom to their audience. They may not have the detached, emotionless demeanor of a traditional Stoic philosopher, but their words reflect the same core truths. By sharing their journey of struggle, acceptance, and inner strength, the poet provides guidance for others seeking to navigate the emotional complexities of life.
4. Building a community of resilience. One of the most beautiful aspects of spoken word is its ability to build community. When we witness a spoken word performance, we are not passive observers, we are participants in the emotional journey of the poet. The shared experience of vulnerability, truth-telling creates a bond between the performer and the audience. In this sense, spoken word has the power to cultivate a community of resilience. Just as Stoic philosophy teaches that we are part of a larger whole, a common humanity, spoken word fosters a sense of collective understanding. The audience watches the poet confront their fears, and in doing so, they are reminded of their own capacity for resilience. In this way, spoken word becomes not just an individual practice, but a communal one. As more people engage with Stoic-inspired poetry, they begin to see their own struggles through a different lens. The principles of acceptance, inner strength, and emotional discipline become shared values within the community. In conclusion, the timeless resonance of Stoic poetry. Stoicism has endured for centuries because its principles are timeless. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncontrollable, Stoic teachings offer a path to inner peace and resilience. By channeling these principles through spoken word, we bring Stoicism into the modern world in a way that is emotionally accessible and deeply personal. Spoken word poetry gives voice to Stoic values, allowing us to express, reflect, and ultimately embrace the philosophy's core tenets in our daily lives. Through this poetic practice, we come closer to achieving the inner calm and strength that Stoicism promises, while building a community of resilience and acceptance. In the end, spoken word and Stoicism are not just philosophies, they are lived experiences that shape who we are and how we move through the world.